Hello and welcome to CadoinkStudios. I am Cadoink, and today, spawning in the top left of Ohana, we have the blue Zerg player Shenaniguns. Very cool name. And his opponent, in the bottom right, spawning as the red Zerg, is Pappachu. Pappachu, the red Zerg player. This is a ZvZ that was posted on reddit.com/r/casted, a very cool subreddit where people post replays for us casters to cast. So if you enjoy having your games casted, you should definitely post it on Castit. And if you want to have some games to cast, go to Castit and download a few. They're very awesome. And so I believe this was sent in by Shenaniguns, and Shenaniguns is just kind of talking about cheese and why everybody is cheesing. I believe this is a Master League level game, so both players very good, and ZvZ is a very intense matchup where a lot of cheese goes down. And I forgot to mention, he did put down a very early pool. It looks like actually a 8 pool. No, well, I should have paid a little bit more attention. 6 or 8 pool going down right there. It's continuing to add on drones. And Pappachu, it's so funny that Shenanigans is talking about cheese because his opponent is cheesing him right now, going for this very early pool. And looks like Shenaniguns is not drone scouting, so we'll have to see how he does. He's getting up his pool, which is going to be very helpful, going for that 14 pool rather than 15 hatch or anything like that. He's also going to be getting up his gas so he can get up Zergling speed rather early, which is going to be so nice for him defending against these sort of cheeses. And we have 6 lings on the way. So we'll have to see what kind of damage Pappachu can do to Shenaniguns. I suppose since Shenaniguns sent this in that he'll probably hold. A little bit of a spoiler, but who knows? Maybe not. Maybe he just thought it was a cool loss. Cool 6 pool loss. No, the cheese in Masters is way better, he says, as 6 lings run towards his base at the 3-minute mark. Shenaniguns, I suppose, saw that. Hopefully was watching his mini-map. And we'll probably mention it, actually. So he's going to be putting down Spine Crawler, so of course he did see it. Spine Crawler going to be very helpful against this, and also he's going to be getting 2 lings as well. No, excuse me, he's not getting any lings right now. He's just going to be getting a queen and continuing to drone. So no, I'm totally colorblind right now. He is definitely getting 2 lings. He's getting his queen up, and he's using his drones to protect his Spine Crawler, which is exactly what you want to be doing. Slings popping out right now, just trying to keep these lings back, waiting for the Spine Crawler to pop. Oh, this poor drone going down. And looks like he's gonna hold. The Spine Crawler is most certainly gonna finish just now, and this aggression is basically done. And oh, Pappachu saying he's suffering from lag, something that is very common, happens to the best of us. And yeah, so how much damage was actually done? 3 workers killed. That's alright. It's not exactly what you want. But I think that might, yeah, it actually puts Pappachu ahead in the worker supply. So that's going to be very good for Pappachu. These lings screaming across the map for Shenaniguns. As he gets Zergling speed, I'd like to see him continue to drone, but he is a little bit supply blocked, which is very tragic. And Pappachu saying he doesn't consider early pools cheese. I don't know about that. I think they're pretty cheesy. Roachborn going up for Pappachu. 2 queens as well to defend this little Zergling counterattack. And the lings will not be able to get up this ramp. These queens blocking it off perfectly. This is exactly what you want to do after you cheese. Just kind of make sure you're defended. And probably try to take another hatch. It's kind of the best thing to do. Shenanigans, of course, is going to be moving into droning, which is exactly what he wants to be doing. His Zergling speed's about halfway done. Only has 2 guys on gas, I believe, which isn't a big deal. He doesn't really need gas that bad. Really needs minerals to try to catch up. In fact, he's evened it up right now. Ooh, 1 drone. Of course, going down to this hatchery. For some reason, I thought that Pappachu had lost a drone to Shenanigans, but then I realized that you have to burn drones, of course, to build buildings. And what's interesting is Pappachu has gotten his hatch up a little bit earlier than Shenanigans. And that's going to be good for Pappachu. Might put him a little bit ahead economically. As long as he continues to larva inject and build drones, I think he should only be building drones at this point. And just try to shoot ahead drone-wise economically, and then he can do big roach plays, which he wants to do as he has this roach warren down. And yeah, we'll have to see what he transitions into. Roach Infestor is very, very popular. It looks like he's doing... he decided not to get that gas. I thought getting the gas was kind of a good idea. When you're going roaches, you kind of want to get infestors up. Roach Infestor is very, very strong, especially because in ZvZ you have very commonly... ooh, some Zerglings streaming into the base. This is going to be huge. He's going to see the roach warren. He's going to be able to pick off this queen, which is so annoying. Oh, nope, some great transfuses going down. Looks like the Zerglings won't be able to do any damage. That's kind of one of the risks you take. When you see 3 queens like that, probably should go for the drones rather than the queen, because you know that transfuses are a possibility. So I didn't really like that play by Shenanigans. But what's nice is he was able to get in and see the roach warren. He was able to see only 1 gas. And yeah, so as I was saying before, I think that infestors are very, very important in roach versus roach fights. Roach versus roach fights kind of come down to numbers and upgrades, and then great fungal growths add extra damage, which is so nice. So I kind of like getting 2 gas geysers up. But it looks like both players are just going for 1, just continuing to drone up, adding on some roaches here and there. Pappachu going for his double Evo chamber, which is another reason why he should have gotten this gas a little bit earlier, as well as this one. He's going to want to get double upgrades up, which he will be able to get. He does have the gas for that right now. But you want a constant, nice supply of gas if you want to be continually adding roaches, continually upgrading, these sort of things, and teching as well. So Pappachu is actually going to have the advantage in upgrades, and he currently has the advantage in supply. Looks like he's a little bit ahead worker-wise, and he's most certainly ahead army supply-wise. So Pappachu, for doing a cheese like that, actually doing really, really well. Also getting up his lair. And actually his lair is even ahead than Shenanigans' lair, so... And his gas ahead of Shenanigans. So Shenanigans is kind of playing from behind. Even though he held on pretty well against that cheese, I think it rattled him a little bit. And he's just wanting to make sure he's well defended. I love these spine crawlers. I just think they're such a great decision. That's going to prevent a lot of kind of all-ins that the Zerg player could do. Fortunately for Shenanigans, they're not really needed at this point, as Pappachu isn't gearing up for any kind of super early aggression. He's just kind of defending. He's got up 4 queens, which is kind of cool. You don't really see too many queens in ZvZ. It's going to keep Pappachu very, very well defended. Also keep his ramp blocked off, which is nice. Which is, you know, what he wants. He doesn't want any more Zergling run-bys like that. He doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to let Shenanigans see that he took that second gas, that he got this layer up, and if he puts down a spire or an infestation pit, whatever he decides to put up, doesn't want Shenanigans seeing that either. Double Evo chambers coming out for Shenanigans as well. He'll be getting his +1 upgrades, but look how far ahead how far ahead Shenanigans is. And Shenanigans, oh, excuse me, Pappachu, misspoke there. We have the Nydus network coming out, which is very, very bizarre from Pappachu. We don't see Nydus networks used too often, but it can be effective. He's got an Overlord here. He's got an Overlord over here as well. I imagine he could put one here and then draw the Roach army up and then place another one here. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. We have this Nydus network going down. Does Shenanigans know about it? His Overlord flying right over it. So yes, he does. He's going to be sending his roaches in and attacking it. It'll die very, very quickly. So that being shut down, and now he knows Nydus networks are a possibility. So we have another one going over here to the left side. This spine crawler actually poking at it, and actually it's going to be able to kill it. Spine crawler's very, very good against Nydus networks. I imagine he'll put another one down here. He's just going to keep forcing the Roach army to move back and forth. I really think he should keep some roaches around here, around this area, and that's going to prevent this completely. So now they pick that off. We'll see if another one goes down here. I heard something. Oh no, just the unburrowing of a spine crawler. And yeah, this is not very effective at all. These Nydus networks are being defeated very, very easily. It looks like Shenanigans is going to see this one as he puts down his hatch. It would have been so awesome if the Nydus network had been placed here so that this hatch couldn't go down. But what's interesting is Shenanigans isn't doing anything about it. He really needs to run his army down here. This will have to be canceled, and now there are a lot of roaches instantly across the map. And he's going to have to send his roaches down here and defend, and while he's defending, a Nydus network will certainly be going down in the main. So the roaches coming down. There is one spine crawler there to help out. It looks like +1 just finished for Shenanigans, so that's going to be so good for him, as he is going to be able to hold this off. But in the meantime, we have the second Nydus worm being placed in the main, and it looks like it's going to finish. And this is going to be very hard for Shenanigans to defend, especially because his roaches are all the way in his natural. Roaches streaming forward, as well as some queens. Oh, this is so bad. He can even put down a creep tumor so that he can continue to get vision. He can transfuse his roaches and his queens, and this is very bad for Shenanigans. He's going to have to pull back and rally more roaches in. +2 is not close to being finished quite yet. Oh, this is so bad. I don't know if Shenanigans can actually hold this. 14 roaches on the way, which are going to be very good, and they are popping in a pretty good place, trying to pick off some of these queens as well as the roaches on the side, but some incredible transfuses going down. Oh, and it looks like he's able to kill the Nydus worm, so no more reinforcements, and these roaches will not be able to run away. So, surprisingly, Shenanigans holds that just fine. And he's going to have +2 for his attack and for his carapace for his roaches. Oh, and look at this. This is so annoying. A creep tumor has been placed here, so Shenanigans will not be able to take that as a third. Unfortunately for Pappachu, he's not taking his third either. Actually, as soon as I say that, he sends a drone across the map. So his is going to be a little bit ahead of Shenanigans. But one thing that I'm worried about for Pappachu is Shenanigans about to get +2 too. And yeah, Pappachu's only sitting at 1-1, not even working on 2-2. So his roaches upgrades are going to be way behind. And there are also even going to be hydras on the map with grooved spines, which give him that +1 range. So effective against roaches, especially if you sit them in a good position in the back. And it looks like we have the Overseer. Not often do we see Overseer used in ZvZ unless they're burrowed roaches or burrowed infestors, which is certainly a possibility since both players are going roaches. And he didn't send the Overseer to kill that creep tumor. It's so annoying. I think he was a little bit worried about this Nydus network that was popping up. And he's finally going to be picking this off, taking his third. Looks like this third was denied by some lings over here on the left. I just missed that. Which is actually a pretty big deal, because now Shenanigans is going to have his third at about the same time as Pappachu. So economically they'll be even. Upgrades-wise, Shenanigans is ahead, and even army supply-wise, Shenanigans is ahead. Sitting at 131 supply to the 122 of Pappachu. And now he's going on the aggressive. He really wants to deny this third. He sent some more lings down there to try to pick it off. These roaches will clean up these lings, but I don't know if that's enough roaches to deal with these 2-2 roaches from Shenanigans. So we'll have to see what Pappachu does. It looks like he's not building any more roaches, just now finally getting his infestation pit finished. And we have a little bit of an engagement going on right now. The roaches are definitely favoring Shenanigans. Those upgrades are huge. A nice little flank coming from the side, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. These roaches just falling so quickly to Shenanigans' 2-2 army. Queen's coming down to try to get some transfuses, but I think it's a little bit in vain. I don't think Pappachu can hold this, and Shenanigans looks like he is indeed going to deny this third and probably destroy the natural. In fact, this might be GG here, as the queens are even going down at this point. And yeah, there are only 5 roaches on the way for Shenanigans. A few of them screaming forward, but just dying basically instantly. And we have more roaches screaming across the map for Shenanigans to reinforce this army. And there's the GG from Pappachu. Trying to do a little bit of cheese, a little bit of Nydus network play as well, but it ended up not working very well for Pappachu. Shenanigans holding this off very well despite his little rant at the beginning of how much he hates cheese. I guess he's played against so much cheese that he's gotten good at it. So, congratulations Shenanigans for an incredible win. A nice hold against the Nydus network. I was very impressed. And thank you so much for posting this on Castit for casters like me to cast. I very much enjoyed it. Please continue to do so. And I will continue casting games from Castit. So anyway, if you enjoyed this cast, please comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, as well as like the video. Another thing you can do that really helps me out is send me your own replays, and I'd love to cast them. You can send them into CadoinkReplays@gmail.com. Or you can submit it to Castit. But if you want me specifically to cast it, then send it to the email. Also check out some of my other videos as well, and also check out Non-Esports. They are the team I am officially casting for. Very, very awesome group of people, very awesome StarCraft players, and we have a YouTube channel, and I've been casting games for them as well. So please check that out, subscribe to them. That would mean a lot to me, as well as the rest of the Non-Esports team. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later.